everyone, this is Sandy from Scrapbook Collections Club, and welcome to day 9 of our 12 Days of Christmas Blog Hop. What we're doing is our one sheet wonder, and so for our card today, we're going down to the corner. This is our J. It measures at 3 by 3, so we're going to use that on our card. A couple other tools that we're going to use. We have Tim Holtz Distress ink. This is Vintage Photo. I have a fingertip dauber. These are fun to play with. You just stick your little finger in there and then you can go ahead and ink up the edge. I have the distress tool here that we're going to do to go ahead and distress the edge of the paper. And then I have a couple of my distress markers, fire brick, antique linen, and tumbled glass that I used with my stamped image. And let me show you the stamped image I used. Is this one right here, Santa. He says, "Believe in the spirit of Christmas." And these are just right stamps. On this pack you get 4. And what's nice about them is you can mix and match the borders and the images. They have these little teeth, little grooves on the back, and you just go ahead and you just line it up and then pop it in. And then just press down all the way around. And then the same with this one, you're just going to press in. Okay, so that's what I went ahead and used. This one is, what did I say, 3 1/4. Put that off. And I went ahead and I did it already. Look how cute Santa came out. The paper is color as coordination. It's the pearlized paper. This is the ivory. And then I used my markers to go ahead and color in Santa. Antique linen I did for the face, the fire brick for his hat and his jacket, and then a little bit of the tumble glass for around his eyes. Pull up a little. Okay, so we're going to use him. He's going to be our focal image. So for our card, I have our regular A2 card that we're going to be using, and we're going to be doing distressing. So that's why I pulled these out. I'll get our paper here. Now this is our matting that we're going to be using, and this measures, where's the measure? 4 by 3 1/4. Oh, I took that back. 4 by 2 1/4. Okay. So we're going to use that piece of paper along with our 3 by 3, plus our 3 1/4 image, and our A2 card, which measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, and I think for this card we're going to go long ways. And what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and ink up using the fingertip dauber here. And I'm going to go ahead and just ink up the edge of my circle. I want to give this card a little bit of a distressed antique look. So what we're going to be doing for our card technique today is distressing. From start to finish, everything is going to be distressed. So, first the image here. I'm just going over where the sentiment is. I'm not going to do on Santa, just around him. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this distress edger, and I'm going to hold my cardstock, and real close to the edge here I'm going to hold, and I'm going to hold right on the red dot, and I'm going to go ahead and just go up and down. There we go. And now same for the bottom. And what I'm doing is just distressing the edge of the paper. You can see I'm getting all these little flakes of paper here. And let me come down to this side. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just doing a little bit right here at the crease. Not as much as the rest of the card, but just a little. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my dauber, put a little more ink on there, and then I'm going to go ahead and ink up the edges of the card. I like doing this with the tin because it's going to make the ink a little bit darker on the edges. I like how that's going to look. And then I'll do this side too. Okay, so that's what we look like here. You can see, bring it a little closer, where the edge here is distressed and along the bottom. And then the other side. Now we're going to pull up some of that ink up to the middle. So basically I'm just making like a frame of distressed ink around the card. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same for my mat. I'm going to hold it close to the edge and just go ahead and slide the blade across the edges. And what's nice about this color cord, you can kind of see here on the card, the red is going to peek through from the brown. And I'm going to do all four sides of this card. And you can do as little or as much as you want, depending on how much you want to just keep rubbing. And I don't worry about wrinkling the card. It adds to this distress look. And bring that up so you can kind of see here where the red is coming and the paper is actually kind of being torn with the distresser. And then here you can see the little flakes. So we'll just put that all off to the side. And then that's going to go right there in the middle. Okay, and then I have my image here. This is the pattern paper. This is the 3x3. I'm not going to distress this because the paper is very thin. You can, but I find that it tears easy because I'm using very thin pattern paper. But if you go a little heavier, you can go ahead and rub this across too. And this is white back here, and I don't want to show the white. So yeah, this paper is not the one. I didn't do the background on this piece of paper, so we'll definitely use that side. And then here I go as my circle, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same around where I eat. And a little bit more. There you go. bring that up a little bit so you can see. I think you'll see a little bit better on the picture when I take a picture of it. So, take everything off, clean up my mat a little bit. Put the cap back on there. Okay. Getting my gun, we're going to go ahead and put some glue on. This is going to go right in the middle. Okay. Then I'm going to take my pattern paper and this is going to go on the diagonal there. Oh, actually, let me move it over just a smidge so I'm even on both sides. There we go. And then the last part is my circle. And go ahead and I'm going to put Santa right there in the middle. And there you have it. We have our distress card. I love distressing it. I think it's fun. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have a picture on the blog so you can see it a little bit more close up without the glare of the light. So I hope to see you tomorrow for day 10. Until next time, bye-bye.